Hi, I'm Cindy Caldwell, the Happiness Queen at ElegantInnerGuidance.com. And today I'm here to continue our discussion about fear. Throughout the month of April, we've been discussing fear and how it can stop us from living a truly happy and joyful life. And every one of us wants to have a happy life. So we're talking about fear from the perspective of how to understand fear and to step into our fears so that they don't stop us. And today I want to look at fear in a new way, to help you reframe fear, to make it a little simpler for you to do that, to step into your fears, to move through your fears, and to consequently live a joyful and happy life. And to get us started on that discussion, it makes me think of, actually it's just a silly explanation for the word assume that I learned as a child, and it cracked me up as a child, and now as an adult, I just smile at it and remember that moment when I cracked up as a kid, but I think it makes a point as I start our discussion about fear. So the word is assume. So, there's the word assume, and the explanation I heard of what does assume mean? Well, it means that you could make an out of and me. So as a child, I just thought that was hilarious and it cracked me up. And although today's explanation for the word fear isn't maybe quite as humorous, it made me think of the word assume. So here's my new definition for you regarding the word fear. So what is fear? Excuse me, it's false evidence appearing real. So what does that mean? False evidence. Well, that means it's not true, but yet it appears real. And there's not one of us that when we think of our fears, we can't feel, and we do feel, those fears, the adrenaline rush that we feel, maybe a little faster heartbeat, maybe that feeling in the pit of your stomach, the nerves, maybe that feeling like your throat tightening up, the physical feelings of fear. So they don't feel so false when we feel those feelings. And yet, in reality, what fear is false evidence appearing real, which means it's in your imagination. So let's continue that thought looking at it another way. You've heard the term, I'm sure, tomorrow never comes. And in fact, that's true. Tomorrow does never come. Now, we might have things we want to achieve tomorrow. We might have goals and dreams for ourselves that are somewhere in the future that we hope to make happen. But they'll never happen until it's today, and we do something today, excuse me, to take a step forward toward achieving that dream or that goal. So, if tomorrow never comes, that means it's in our imagination. Tomorrow is only in our imagination. We think about the things we want to experience tomorrow or somewhere in the future, yet it never happens until it's today. So, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow's just in your imagination. Fear, although it may feel real, is simply false evidence appearing real. It's in your imagination also. So tomorrow's in your imagination, fear is in your imagination. Neither of them are real. Just think about that for this coming week, how the things that you think you fear aren't really real. And one other thing to prove that your fears aren't real is to look around you and think of the things that you're fearful of, and how many other people have you ever noticed that have done those things. And you think, oh my gosh, how could they do that? Well, you might have a hard time understanding how they can do that, but the fact that they can do that lets you know that your fear is unfounded. It's really not real. It's just something that you feel, but it's false evidence. Think about that in this coming week. And next week I'm going to discuss actually about those feelings in your body. Those are the showstoppers that stop our moving forward to achieving the dreams that we want to achieve in our life. So stop by next week. You'll hear more about your feelings. And for now, I'm Cindy Caldwell, the Happiness Queen with ElegantInnerGuidance.com. Thanks so much for stopping by.